Yo, what about the bumble clot to them boy, man? Bad mind never kill them. Suffocate to no pussy hole. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Nah take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, play down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grab a done flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convert to the drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you one proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they are so, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but I so big up. Greenville say we tough, so we a famous. And all who a flip up and a lip up a fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy boss, one her belly stuff with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if you're not that pretty. Money say make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it, this a chop city. Anywhere we go we a lock that city. Money in a pocket city, fat Billy. Don't come around if you're not family. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad.
This video taken by the ISUPK is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group's offensive.
Niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sippin' that pool, wow, got you laced up out your suit now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on a nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it damn nuts, yeah I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes, but I ain't even pressed. I see why you going on, my nigga, you dead wrong. Bust a nut, boy, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. preach about how they hate white people, how they
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get the walking on the girl, she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleash it to the G. Who is he, that nigga from SC? Get your level straight before you approach a G. Cyan TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Tryna shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the bow, blank, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
Shaw, that's it.
Nigga Shaw, man, you know what I'm saying? Realest nigga out here, man. Nigga turned up, feel me? Nigga turned the city up, fucking with his music. We out of color right
Where we at though? Where we at?
Greenville, South Carolina, man.
Where we at?
Shout out Shaw, man. Turned up, man.
Damn right.
Fuck with him, man.
Get him in that. Right. Birds, you dig? There go, brother.
This a Batman too. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building. We in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building. We in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop on. I die for I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they'll drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like Petty Poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze, I'm one West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's by any means. Little nigga, this that cold, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the best. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's one West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but they Glock 5 rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
right at it.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem wasn't what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance boxing the ghost. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make a follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear on March. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that God in me. You get focused on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I try to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the goods. And y'all out here looking like fool. Home the truth. I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man. Y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man. Y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what is a leaf to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He means like, who is this nigga? Like that. Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala Wa Amarath Al Ham Wa Aidya Yahaw. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so Al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he fucking need.
That's brothers.
Right. If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give him more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
All right, most time crowd, clap it up, clap it up. Shalom with the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We've been teaching the truth from 1969, teaching that black people from the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, all from the slave trade, are the real Jews according to the Bible, and according to history, and according to archaeology, and according to prophecy, you know what I mean? And according to the conditions that God laid in the Bible, man. We are those people that walk through the Red Sea. We're the people that Moses prophesied against. We are those people. It's like a baby. I'm in the echo.
So you too wild.
All right, no sweat. You hear me good on the but you could run one more promo. I can just something real quick.
Kind of what kind of stuff still.
No problem.
Kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks and native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all tryna make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof
that they know we are the real Jews. Absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And another blasphemy of them, which say they are Jews and are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
So like Lord Christ, keep me good with Alban.
Kind of what can't say. I hear you.
Like I said, the class is at 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 9. Make sure you land, make sure you ask all your questions. Bring your family. Got a feast day coming up in September. I'll get the correct date for you. The exact date in the second. When is it, sir?
21st September, sir.
21st of September. Starts at 7 o'clock until late, man. You know how us Hebrews get down, man. Make sure you're there. 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW. Loads of content on ISUPK United Kingdom, on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, TikTok, the whole nine. We got fire. Sorry, the thing is, the mic on my garments. Sorry. So what else we got? So we got Monday 7 to 9 at 394 Lodge Road. We got the law class. Wednesday same time, the history class. Thursday, which is today, the breakdown class, scripture breakdown class. Anything you don't understand about the scriptures, we'll break it down for you. Make sure you type your question in, call the school at 079 607 46784, 079 607 46784. Also got real time revelation as well. When's that, Robert? Every Sunday?
Every Sunday from 2 p.m. to about 3:30.
Every Sunday, 2 p.m. Also, as well, no, sorry. Pick up, please. Bro. Also, as well, look out for all ISUPK social media, man. Loads of hot topics, loads of things, loads of breakdowns, loads of commentary. Listen, man, we've got more content coming as well, so look out for that. Lash One Dash class as well every Friday, 7 to 9. Make sure you watch that. Contact the ISUPK on isupkuk@gmail.com, isupkuk@gmail.com, and we can give you the link for the class. We can give you the alphabet. You can also follow along with the Hebrew class as well. On the ends every Friday, 9 to 11. You know what I mean? Powerful show. This week's gonna be powerful as well. You know what I mean? We're doing it big out there. The hot topics in the black community, commenting on it, breaking it down with the scripture, letting you know what the Most High thinks about this as well. We're gonna get it in, man. With that, any questions?
Can't say if I could. I got a question on. It's not really a question I need to break down, but in Exodus 6 and verse 9, right, where the Most High is using Moses to try and free the people out of Egypt. And in 6 and verse 9, it says, "And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage." So this is Moses trying to tell them that the Most High is going to deliver them out of Egypt, give it to a land that was sworn to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so on and so forth. When it says that people hearken not to Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage, could you use that and relate that to today about how when we are speaking to our people, trying to free their mind from Christianity, trying to free us from being a servant, not only physically but mentally to our oppressor, but they say stuff like, well, what about the white man? Or they say you're racist for not loving white people. Could you use that verse to almost parallel to how, because we're destroyed, like mentally, they don't listen to us the same way they didn't listen to Moses?
You can read it for me. Let me hear it one more time.
I'll read from verse 8. Or matter of fact, from verse 8. "And I will bring you into the land concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you for an heritage. I am the Lord. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. You can't use that one. You can't use that one. So at this point, Moses was telling blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians that, listen, we lived our whole life in slavery. We lived our whole life in England. We lived our whole life in Jamaica, our whole life in America, under our oppressors. Now we're going to get a land of our own. And the people didn't want to hear it. When I say the people, I mean our forefathers didn't want to hear it. Why? Because of slavery. Because we were homeborn slaves. We didn't know no better. All we loved was England. All we knew was England. And let me tell you something, for a slave, slaves just love comfortability, man. A slave just wants to be fed in the morning, you know, get some clothes, go to work. A slave don't want to build anything of his own. I was watching a prison documentary years ago, true story. And they asked the prisoner, listen, can't you wait to get your freedom? He said, no. I was like, what? He goes, listen, as long as I'm in prison, I get fed till the day I die, man. I ain't gonna have this stress of wake up in the morning, getting a job, and a key pajama, trying to pay rent. And that's how slaves are. Slaves don't want to be free. Why? Because it takes work, it takes responsibility. You gotta stand up on your own 2 feet. And slaves want to, you know, be on the master, I get food, I get a basic way I live. A slave don't want to be the master. Every other nation wants to be the master.
Okay.
Hispanics, we've been enslaved for so long. We're just happy being slaves. We're just happy getting by. A dog don't wanna be the owner. A dog's happy getting the scraps. A dog's happy living in the kennel. A parrot is happy living in the cage. Only a free man says, you know what? I want to own the cage. I want to own the house. I want to own the front and the back. But thanks to Christianity, thanks to slavery, we're what you call homeborn slaves. We don't even think that way. One more time.
Sir. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage.
There you go. They hearken not unto Moses. Why? Because of cruel bondage. When you see black men, you tell them, listen, we're going to get a kingdom of our own. Oh, look, man, England's cool, man. So you want to rebel against the oppressed elite? Listen, man, I'm cool. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. I got a decent wage, man. All that is because of what? Cruel bondage, man. It's because of bondage, because of slavery. It's not because this man thinks that way. It's because brothers, because of slavery, have become weak. That's what it is, man. When you see blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we're this way. Why? No, please. We're this way because of slavery. We're this way because of oppression. We're this way because we've been beaten for so long. Now we're like, what's the point in that? The other day, how many times have you heard this? Bro, the Indian man came to England after us, and he's doing better than us. But the Chinese man comes to England after us, and he's doing better than us. Why can't we own shops? Why can't we own hotels? Oh, thank you very much. You get me? Why don't we own shops and stores and have businesses? Why aren't we lawyers and doctors and sisters? Why is that, Rahman?
I mean, because every time we try and build something, the oppressor destroys it. Like he allows other nations to come in and gives them grants and allows them to build. But black people have never received any support in the UK or in England.
That's true. But the answer I'm looking for is right there in the text. Why don't we want to do better? What get shots this? Oh, go on. Go on, Alban. Right there in the text.
If I could, so for anguish of spirit and cruel bondage, because we've been broken down.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're so low, and that's why we ain't got no shops, and that's why we're not big in education, and that's why we're not thriving, because of bondage. It's easy for you to thrive, but you ain't been through what we've been through. It's easy for you to thrive, but you ain't getting stopped and fixed by the police. It's easy for you to thrive, but you got a dad in the house. You got a head start on us. And people make out like, oh, black people, look at them, they're far behind. You got a head start on me. You can't start a race at 30 yards and be mocking the man that started at the start line. Oh, well, why couldn't you win? Both in the same race. You had a head start, I never, man.
Right.
You ain't got another man's surname for your surname. You ain't, remember this, imagine they ain't been through slavery like we have been through slavery. Cool. So you're in a community where you all love each other. I'm in a community where we all hate each other. So of course a black man ain't gonna buy from me. Of course a black man thinks I'm an enemy. I'm born, thanks to slavery, I'm born in a community where we're fighting against complexion. You ain't fighting against that. You got a head start on me. You got a dad in your house that helped with your homework and told you the valuable stuff about life. I ain't got that. I'm trying to make ends meet, man. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to survive, man, and do anything I can to survive. You grew up with both parents in the house. We never. We grew up with our parents working to keep the lights on. You got a head start over me, so of course you're going to do better than me. Of course, when you come to England, 10 years later, you're thriving. Of course, when you come to England 10 years later, you're thriving in education. But we're surviving, man. We ain't got the same opportunities you do. Why? because of slavery, because of hard bondage and slavery. So what's a black man going to do with Alban? After going through slavery, times are hard. While the East Indian man is thinking of thriving and being CEO, what's a black man thinking of?
Just how to make ends meet. Shit, he might turn to crime and end up in jail.
There you go, man. How to get by. And that's why they're thriving. All that happened. Why? Because of anguish of spirit, man. We love our oppressor because anguish of spirit. We don't want a kingdom of our own because of anguish of spirit and oppression, man. We just want to get by. Why? Because of oppression. We don't want a hard time. Life's hard as it is. So we just want to get by, man. Last thing I want to do is a fight against my oppressor and get my benefits cut. I have the world think I'm racist. Listen, you already hate me and stopping and frisking me. I don't want them to think I'm racist too. I don't want them to fire me from. I don't want them to see a UPK video and fire me from my job as well. That's what a lot of our people think. That's what they think. Oh, I'm trying to get by, man. Read that again, Baba Kushal.
Kind. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage.
There you go, and because of cruel bondage, man. The things that we go through, that's why we don't want to hear the Lord. That's why we don't want to build it on our own. That's why we don't want to thrive. That's why we don't want to own anything because of cruel bondage, man. And let me tell you something, to be a free man takes work, man. You better read about history, man. You better read some history. You look at England and how great it is. It didn't happen overnight, man. Soldiers had to go all throughout the globe, start burning and bombing up places, stealing land, man. Soldiers lost sleep. Countries were overthrown. It weren't easy. And guess what, black man? If you want a nation that's thriving like England, you got to put in work also, man. Don't get me wrong, we're righteous, so we ain't going to be harming people. We ain't going to be raping, robbing, and pillaging. There's going to be sleepless nights too. Any success takes time. If you want to be a football player, man, you got to be working hard, man. Doing your kick-ups, fighting, kicking, dieting, running around. And likewise, to get the kingdom, it takes work. And the slave don't want to work, man. A slave wants to get by. A slave wants free food, man. A slave wants 5 o'clock, dinner time. All right, night time. That's what a slave wants. And black man, you want to be free. It's going to take some hard work. Our people didn't want that. Why? Because we were done hard by bondage, man. So I'm about to answer your question, Khan. That's right. You can use that scripture. Our people don't want to work hard. Why? We want to love our oppressor because it's easy, man. To be a Christian is easy. What work does a Christian have to do? What laws does a Christian have to keep? What lust does a Christian have to fight? To love everybody, white, Chinese, his schoolmates. But he ain't got to be ridiculed and say no to his school buddies and his work buddies when he says, no, I'm not going to that Christmas event. You go to all events, man. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't want to put that fight, man. Because it's hard. Keep it in.
Come on, sir. Verse 10. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Go in, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out of his land.
There you go. So that answers your question, right?
Come. And if I could, sir,
go on.
You could pair that with like Deuteronomy 28 and 48, where I'm saying he put a yoke of iron upon our neck until he destroyed us. Unlike I think it's Isaiah 30 and 1, where we trust in the shadow of Egypt. Like, would those be perfect scriptures to pair with that?
That's right. Give me if you could give me Jeremiah 2 and 14. That's a good one as well.
Jeremiah 2 and 14. Book Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant?
And the Bible asks the question, is Israel a servant? 1 second. Bear me.
Concept.
Read that part again.
Is Israel a servant?
And the Bible asking the question, man. You know what a rhetorical question is? A rhetorical question is a question that don't require an answer. Like when someone says, are you mad? They're not asking, are you mad? You're doing something that's so ridiculous. They're asking a question that don't require an answer. Or are you stupid? And the Bible is asking a rhetorical question, saying, is Israel a servant? Because the way our black people are moving, it's like we're servants. It's like the Lord made us to be servants, man. The way we're moving and the way we're going to be Christian and the way we're going to serve the Arabs and become Muslim and the way we're going to, vote and march and just be, calm, quiet British citizens. The Lord got to ask the question, saying, is Israel a servant? But Israel put it to serve. I made Israel to rule, but the way how we're so comfortable under our oppressor, the way we're so comfortable under these nations, the way we want to serve them and don't want to rule. After one day, if we're servants, man, come on.
Kind. Is he a homeborn slave?
The Bible says, is he a homeborn slave? Why is that key? Why is it called him a homeborn slave in opposed to just a regular slave?
Kind of like a homeborn slave is a slave that's like born that's born into captivity. That's all he knows. And a homeborn slave, you don't want to be free. Like all he's ever known is slavery, so he hasn't known a better life.
There you go. Like what the brother said, a regular slave remembers freedom. He knows that life is living it, right? A regular slave, he wants to be free. He wishes he was free because he remembers the days when he was free. But a homeborn slave don't know no better, man. This is normal to him. This is life to him. He loves his master. He can't see life off the plantation. He can't see life without his master. He can't see life without his oppressors ruling over him. In fact, he fights for his master because his master's like you got a puppy. You got a puppy. Your puppy likes being in the cage. He likes when you put a leash around his neck. He feels secure. A puppy don't feel. I want to be free, man. I want to run around and feel free. Why you got a chain around my neck? Puppies like it, and that's us. We like to be held down. We like to be ruled over. We like to be in the Christian church. We like to be in the Muslim mosque. We like people ruling over us. We don't want to be free. We feel secure. Someone over us, just like what? Just like a prisoner likes to be in jail, man. You got to worry about a job. You got to worry about cooking food. You got to worry about responsibilities and paying rent. And we're the same way. And the Lord's saying we're like a homeborn slave, not a regular slave, a homeborn one. A man that was born into captivity. A man that don't know what freedom is. Come on.
Why is he spoiled?
And the Bible says, why is he spoiled? Why is he robbing? Why? Why is it he got no black businesses? Why is it the entertainment industry robs him blind? Why is it Floyd Mayweather's out there boxing and some Jewish man makes all the money? Why is it we make all the beats and the rap videos and so forth, and some oppressor makes all the money? Why? Why are we spoiled? We are robbed. The nation people robbed of our identity, robbed of everything that we work for. All the other nations steal from us, man, and make money, man. I'm gonna get into that also in the scriptures too. You done?
Verse 15. The young lions roared upon him and yelled.
Read that part again.
The young lions roared upon him and yelled.
There you go. What's it talking about? The young lions roared upon him.
Is that that's the other nations?
There you go, man. When you read the Bible's written metaphorically, man. The young lions roared upon him. When you read the Bible, the Lord calls us his lost sheep. We refer to the sheep. And the other nation that eat the sheep, he's referring to them as the wild beasts, man. The other nations that take advantage of us, they are the wild beasts, according to the Bible. That's what it's talking about, Rabban. Any more questions, let me know. Any question in the class or online, let me know. All right. In the meantime, go on. 1 second. Got a question in the class. What? So pass that mic down, Baba Kushar.
So I just wanted to ask about pirates. Like, were they black or like who were they? Like, where did they come from?
Okay. So pirates, funny enough, since that's what about pirates? Pirates, funny enough, weren't that long ago, like 1600s, and a pirate's just a thief. You know how all right, in the 90s you had something called bank robbers, and then before that you had something called, what's the man that robbed the train? Man, is that bandit?
Yeah.
The bandits. Prior to that, you had people called pirates. So when America is going to like Africa and the Caribbean and robbing people blind, taking their gold and bringing all the resources back to the country, you had men, regular members of the crew, regular thieves that will go out there, steal them, rob them ships, plunder the ship, take the gold, and those men were called pirates. Over time, Hollywood made pirates like a cartoon with a patch on the eye. A pirate is just a thief. That's all they are. And funny enough, pirates came from Bristol. That's where they got the R accent and stuff. They came from. But Albert, give me Blackbeard or give me Blackbeard. These are men that actually existed. But over time, they put a patch on the eye, a wooden leg. A pirate's a thief. That's what it was, a thief. You got bank robbers. You rob banks. You got bandits that rob trains, and a man that robs a ship is called a pirate. That's all it is. I'm trying to eat some of this food, man. You're not kidding me. All right, get me if you could get me the Wikipedia on Blackbeard. can't remember his name. What's his name again?
Blackbeard. Okay. Says Blackbeard. His name is Edward Teach.
Edward Teach. So this is one pirate. The logo. This is one pirate. This is Edward Teach. Where's he from?
He's from the name commands. Hold on. Yeah, presumed Bristol, England.
Oh, yeah. Read it one more time. Where's he from?
Bristol, England.
And why do pirates come from Bristol? Does anyone know where they come from Bristol? Because Bristol, where the docks are in Bristol. That's why in slavery, the slave ships will come to Bristol. That's why pirates sound like what? Arr. How do Bristolian people sound like? The exact same way. They have a Bristol accent. That's where pirates come from. To be a pirate, you can't be a pirate from Birmingham. There's no water in Birmingham. You need to come from where the docks are. The docks are mainly in Liverpool, London, and Bristol. Go ahead, Raban.
Edward Teach, or Thatch, better known as Blackbeard, was an English pirate who operated around the West Indies and the eastern coast of Britain's North American colonies.
Right. So, what happened was you had American ships and British ships going to Jamaica, making black people work for free, getting all the cane, then they sell the cane on the market. As they're doing that, you have thieves like him that will come, learn the route, have a map, or have a crew, and they will plunder the ship, kill everybody on the ship, take the resources. And you know what pirates did with the money? Pirates didn't bury their treasure. Pirates just blew it on women, blew it on whores, blew it on alcohol. When the money runs low, do it again. Pirates was like your bank robbers back then. That's all they were. Had a crew. One man would do the sail, one man would do the rowing, had cannons and so on and so forth. And they just plunder ships. And the government was so pissed off with them, the government would have like police on the boat. You know how today people rob Brinks trucks or money trucks. You have a policeman in the truck to make sure no one not steal. They did the same thing back then on these ships. Keep it in.
It says little is known about his early life, but he may have been a sailor on privateer ships during Queen Anne's War before he settled on the Bahamian island of New Providence, a base for Captain Benjamin Hornigold, whose crew Teach joined around 1716.
Skip down some. Right, yeah, give me Teach captured.
Teach captured a French slave ship known as La Concorde, renamed her Queen Anne's Revenge, equipped her with 40 guns, and crewed her with over 300 men.
There you go. So he got himself a boat, put weapons on it, got himself a crew, just like watch a bank robber gets himself a crew. One man's a getaway driver, one man watches the door, one man jumps to watch time. Same thing with these pirates. One man will operate the sail, one man will work the boat, one man will work the deck, one man will work the guns. That's what they were, just thieves. And they'll take countries' wealth. They'll learn that, okay, America got some gold, going back to America, or America got some cocoa, some cane, going to England or going to India, whatever the case may be. And they just rob stuff in transport and sell it on the black market. Keep going.
He became a renowned pirate. His nickname derived from his thick black beard and fearsome appearance.
There you go. And he became a renowned pirate, a renowned thief. It's a bank robber back then. A man that steals from the government back then. That's all they are. You could dead that, Rabban. And that's what your pirates are. Answer your question. They're usually white. The white people, white thieves that was robbing their own country. You know how today you got white people that do bank robbing. They don't care about their country. They want to get rich. That's what pirates were. They were people that was robbing. And what happened was, you got movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. Why? Because the Caribbean was where all the money was coming from. All the cane and coffee beans coming from the Caribbean and going to America, going to England, going to India, going everywhere. And that's where the pirates were. They go out among that part. They'll see a ship, move on it, and kill it. Anyone ever heard that saying, your true colors? I see your true colors. That saying comes from a pirate. When how did it go again? When a pirate ship approaches another ship, you have to show your colors. Because if I see you approaching me, I'm gonna think you're a pirate. I'm gonna shoot you. So you gotta show your British flag. You gotta show your American flag. Say, listen, it's innocent. It's not like that. That's where the saying comes from. Show your true colors. When you approach the ship, you got to show your colors. Say, listen, I'm not on no smoke. I don't want no problems. Pirates will rock up, wouldn't show their true colors, and would take over the whole ship. Does that answer your question? Robert, you got a question as well?
Sir. I think that's the last question.
No, so if you could, read me this article if you could, yeah? You ever see it?
I can't see it just yet. It's loading up right now. I see it now. Okay. Absolute.
If you could.
Absolute hell. I was Met's first black PC. I went toe to toe with Ronnie Cray, but racist cops were worse. I was in tears every night. Norwell had a chance meeting with Ronnie Cray at the height of his power. And then we have
Cue him.
So I think it might be.
So this is a black man, the first black policeman in England, and this is the experience of being a policeman in England. Read that.
It says policeman Noel Roberts was walking down the street one bright summer's day when a fellow cop wound down his car window and shouted black C word. Noel into a nearby Bow Street police station in London's Covent Garden, where he was based to report the incident to the chief superintendent, but was told, "What do you want me to do?"
Well, yeah, sorry, almost swore there. That's the poor man here. Poor man, so the dream, man, so that you can become anything you want. All you got to do is put your mind to it. See, no one's stopping you, you know. See, you all got a fair chance in life. See, the problem with the black man likes to complain. See, black people don't take accountability. This is a black man trying to do just that, man. This man called a black beep on the job, went to superintendent, and the man said, "Well, what do you want me to do, man? This is the race we're running. See, the race you're running ain't no hurdles. The race we're running is hurdles, man. The race you're running, you got a 500-meter start, man. You're getting grants and loans and benefits from the government that we didn't have, man. You get to come here as a family when we came over here as one, man, and send for somebody else. We're getting deported. You ain't. You get hotels for yourself. You got so much. Immigrants get so much hotels that the white man in England's angry. He's pissed off. Right. Where were these benefits for us, man? Don't tell me that we're moaning and we don't take accountability. We're not running the same race as you, man. We don't, Baba Kushar. That's the poor man now, old man. We just want to cry, man. From this year to this, life has been terrible, man. Imagine from young to old, life's been horrible, man. There's racial profiling. Ain't no nice times in England, man. It's pure riots and arguing and fighting, man. It must be hard, man. Read that, Baba Kushar.
I thought, F it. I let them get to me. That was the only time I showed it. He said, I went back to the station house into the bath so no one could hear me and cried.
Grown man crying, man. That's how rough it was, got a grown man crying. Could you imagine? You might laugh and say, yo, he's a bitch, man. You know what I mean? What's he crying for? Nah, man. Could you imagine? All you want to do is work. All you want to do is make money. And you wake up in the morning thinking, oh, God, man, this is what I got to deal with. I got to deal with this racism. I got to deal with these problems, man. That'll make anyone cry, man. Keep with him.
Kind of the one kind. Norwell, now 79, was the Met's first ever black police officer, joining age just 22 in 1967.
Read that part again.
Norwell, now 79, was the Met's first ever black police officer, joining age just 22 in 1967.
And this man joined the force at what, 19 years old?
22 years old.
22, man. Drop that. And these are the things that black people go through. Could you imagine? Like I said earlier, we're running a different race from them. Could you imagine? At 22 years old, white people got children, starting their first job, second job, and they're happy for them. They're proud of them, send them out there, go and find them. Some of the policemen, not us. We got a son the same age, doing the same job. We got a threat for him. We got to worry for him. As a parent, every parent's job, what? You got to prepare your kids for their first heartbreak. You got to prepare your kid for their first job, prepare your kid for bullies. Every parent does that. As black people, you got to prepare for that and racism. You got to prepare for that and getting killed by the police. You got to prepare for that and being stopped and frisked. We're not running the same race as them, man. Don't tell me when we all go through it. No, we don't, man. We prepare our kids for what you prepare your kids for and more and way more, man. You got to tell your kids about, your kids don't know about being racially profiled. Your kids don't know about going to work and the boss, man. We all know there's horrible people out there, but when the boss tells you, well, what do you want me to do? You know how hopeless you must feel. Of course the man will cry. The boss is telling you, well, what do you want me to do? As a black man, you think, well, who can I turn to, man? Rabbi, get me that scripture, man. We watch for a nation that can't save us. If you could, Baba, push up.
Lamentations.
When you get hold it, okay. As soon as you get hold it,
come on.
Read on.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Read that part again.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
And the Bible says, as for us, our eyes has failed for our vain help. We feel that the white man can help us. We feel that he got opportunities for us. We feel that he can give us jobs and money. The Bible calls him vain help. Vain is something that's vanity, that's worthless. He can't help us. We think by joining his police force, that's help. That same police force that's put in place to help us is killing our children, harassing our children. We can't walk the streets, man. Racially profiling us, stopping and frisking us. The black policemen join the force, and we can't stand them because the police. Little do we know, but now we know that they're going through hell themselves, man. They're being racially profiled themselves. They're being, insulted themselves. That's the things we go through as a people, man.
Right.
It bothers me. Our parents talk about, because I gotta prepare my kids for bullies, and I gotta prepare my daughter for her heartache and boyfriends and this and boys and girls. And we gotta do the exact same and more, man. You can't go through what we go through. You've never sat a child down at young and say, listen, you're black, you can't do what they do, man. You're black, don't be raising your voice and go acting crazy, You're black, when police pull you over, make sure you leave your hands on the wheel. They don't go through that, man. They don't go for that. They got the parents preparing for heartache and bullies. We preparing for bullies and police brutality, bullies and gangs as well, man. Bullies and careful, don't join gangs. Watch out for bullets and gangs and police and racism. And remember, you're not going to get this job because you are black, And don't get your hopes up high because remember, you are black. I know you are qualified and you got the right amount of qualifications, but you might not get this job. You've never prepared your kids for that, man. You're not running the same race. Don't tell me about when you see black people, they gotta get their head screwed on, man. They ain't got their head screwed on. This is I came from India. Look at me. We're not running the same race, man. You didn't come to England as one man and send for your wife and then send for one kid and send for one kid. The government, British pounds funded Ukrainians all to come here, man. Mom, woman, children, dad, dog, everything. The British government said that you can even house Ukraine. Find it in your heart to house Ukraine, man. We didn't get that. We just about got housed. We paid money to stay in one room. We didn't get housed. You got a whole house to yourself. You got a loving old white man, retired white man, to put you in his house for free. We didn't get that. We paid X amount of money to live in a room. 5 of us living in a room, sharing the garden, sharing the kitchen. We're running a different race from you, man. And this man that we love so much, that put our trust in so much, he is vain. It's like you putting trust into him. It's like you putting trust into a lion, man. A lion will eat you, will harm you. And we're putting trust to a man that time and time again has harmed us. Read that part again.
Come on. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
For our vain help. The Bible calls the oppressor our vain help. You're a black man out there saying, see, what we got to do is vote. I'm trying to get out of oppression, so what we got to do is vote. That is vain help, man. We got black people in parliament. We got David Lammy. We got Diana Abbott, man. We got black people that voted and marching, man. It don't work. You're a black man thinking that joining the police force is the way. It's vain, man. Let me tell you something about the police force as well. Black people think that we can go into the government and change it from the inside out, man. That is the most ignorant thing I heard in my life, man. That's like you, as a woman liberal, going to the strip club and trying to change it from the inside out, man. The whole industry is made by oppressing women. The industry that's big and makes money by oppressing women and by making women, by making women exploit themselves. That's how it's funded. That's how it thrives. So how are you gonna go in there and change it from the inside out? That's like a man saying, I'm gonna work in McDonald's here and change it from the inside out. I'm gonna turn everyone vegan. When McDonald's is the reason why it stands is because people like beef burgers, man. People like cheeseburgers. How are you gonna change it from the inside out? And how are you gonna change a police force that is made to harass black people, man? It's paid and locking up black people. You can't change it from the inside out. There'll be no police force left. Just like a man said, I love women and I want women to respect themselves. I'm gonna go to the strip club and teach women to respect themselves. But if you teach women to respect themselves, there'll be no strip clubs, man.
Right.
And if you turn the police force into good policemen, then there'll be no police force, man. Judges wouldn't get paid of locking up drug dealers. Solicitors wouldn't get paid for chasing black drug dealers around the streets. Prison wardens wouldn't get paid for giving black men bang up time. We fund their system. You can't change it from the inside out, man. All these people who will be working in McDonald's tomorrow, and they ain't gonna do that for you. They're not gonna do that for you. They gotta keep you on drugs, keep you selling drugs, keep you gang banging because they get paid, man. I'm gonna change it from the inside out. That is ridiculous, man. You can't, man. Keep going.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And in our watching, we watched for a nation that couldn't save us, man. This nation cannot save us. They can't help us. If it could save us, it would have been saved us, man. We've done everything that you could do. Voted, marched, joined the government, joined the Navy, joined the police force, joined the army, and we're all black people today, still on the bottom, man. If it could save us, it would have been saved us. But they can't save us, man. They don't want to save us. Why would you want to save us? We keep everything funded, man. When we go to prison, we fund drug workers. Drug workers wouldn't get paid if it weren't for black people. Because counselors wouldn't get paid if it weren't for black people. Because we're ignorant and don't know about God, we go to drugs. And because we go to drugs, we keep all these people in a job. We pay their wage and pay their mortgage and send their kids to college, man. They're not going to give it up for you. Afghans come over here on government money. You know what money that is? Black people's money, man. Black people came to Afghans to fly over here and come to a nice, cushy hotel, man. So Romanians can come over here and come to a nice, cushy hotel. You know what's crazy? Romanians sneak on the back of lorries to come to England. They sneak on the back of lorries to come to England. Why? Because black people made it so great that they're willing to sneak on the back of a lorry to come here. Black people made a country so great that people are willing to risk their lives. That's not British people make it like, oh, they want to come to our country because it's so great and they want to come here. They want to come here because black people made it great, man. We're the reason why they risk their life in the back of a lorry. We're the reason why. Read that part again, Baba Kashar.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And that's what the Bible's talking about. We're watching for a nation, a race of people that can't save us. You know who can save us? A black man by the name of Jesus Christ, man. That's the man that's going to save us. That's the man that's going to save our life. But we don't want that, man. We want to vote and march. And, you see the oppressor with his army and his navy, and we think that he's so special, he's so smart and wise. He can save us. He can't, man. He don't want to anyway. That's the problem, man. So, any other questions? A brother asked me a question online before. I'm going to answer today. Anyone want to get got a question before we go get his question?
I got a quick one as well.
Come on.
One in Psalm 71 and verse 4, where David is talking about. He says the cruel one. If I read the scripture, it says, it's like Psalm 71 and verse 4. Deliver me, O God, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like
Carry on.
If I could say, is there a particular man or group of people he was talking about at this time? And also, I'm sure we can use this to talk about our oppressor today.
Our oppressor. So David's on the run. He's on the run from what the Philistines, all them enemies right there. He's praying to the Lord and deliver me from the hand of the cruel man. Talk about the other nations, man. Read that part again.
Deliver me, O God, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man.
There you go. What verse is that?
Psalm 71 and verse 4.
71 and 4. Keep going.
Kind of the one Khan. For thou art my hope, O Lord God.
There you go. It says, thou art my hope. In Jeremiah, what did we say? We said the oppressors are hope. We said the nations is our hope. Vulturing is our hope. Marching is our hope. Going to the police force, that's our hope. David was smart enough to know that, no, God is my hope, man. The Most High God is every black man, Hispanic man's hope. Black man, you ain't got no hope. I'm gonna tell you straight, without God, we ain't got no hope, man. Because we've done everything that they told us to do. Listen, if I was young, you know what I've heard? Well, the reason why black people at the bottom because there's no black role models, man. We got black role models. Why are we still in the bottom?
Right.
We got celebrities, man. We got boxers. Let me tell you something. There's no race that got more celebrities than black people. We got comedians, football players, rappers, actors, singers. Who got more role models than black people? And are we still in the ghetto? Yes, we are, man. So what I heard is, see, in the black community, what you need here, you need black people in good roles, man. So black people got a role model. We got that too, man. See, we need more CCTV cameras, man. We got that, man. So we need more youth centers. We got that too, man. Everything that we've tried it all. See, black people need God, man. And we went to the Christian church. In fact, we've been in the Christian church since what? Since slavery. We even joined Islam now. We even joined Rastafarianism. We tried it in the 60s. We tried a new thing, man. Let's go back to Africa, man. Try dreads, man. And what happened to all the Rastas, man? Every last one of them on cocaine, man. Every last one of them's crazy, man. Every last one of them begging for change, man. Every last one of them chasing white women, man. Every last one of them. So maybe all these things don't work. There's one thing that we haven't tried. That's God, man. We ain't tried putting down weed. We ain't tried stop smoking weed. We ain't tried stop smoking cigarettes. Stop being a drunk. I stop being an alcoholic. I stop being a whore. That's what we ain't tried, man. Let's try that, man. We've tried everything else. We gave it a try and it don't work. We've been Muslim, been Christian, been Rasta. Black men join religions that we can't even join. I went to school in Handsworth. You know, Handsworth got the big Gurdwara at the top. And we had a trip one day in the Gurdwara, and the woman told me, Sikhism don't believe in conversion, man. You can't convert you to be born it, man. I saw a black Sikh, man. I couldn't believe it. You can't even convert. A black man even converted to the religion that you can't even convert to, man. I'm in the ghetto. Come on, man. There's one thing we ain't tried, and that's this, man. Let's try this, man. Every black needs to come back to the laws. That's the commandments, man. Let's try this, man. Maybe the Bible says what? I shall not suffer a witch to live. A witch is a drug dealer, man. Maybe if we tried that, there'll be no drug dealers in our neighborhood, man. You got to worry about a man not having his parents around because they're on drugs. They'll be around because there'll be no drug dealers. The Bible goes, you know, you can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Black people are number one in high blood pressure and diabetes, man. That won't happen no more. The Bible says, honor your mother and your father, man. No old black woman will be in the home. The Bible goes, love your brother as you love yourself. I just stop black on black crime. I just stop postcode wars. I just stop that. What's that knife you got? The zombie knife. I just stop brothers from getting stabbed up with a zombie knife, man. This is the answer to our problems, man. This is our hope right here, man. Not voting, not marching. How you gonna vote? How you gonna vote for a country and their policies are against you, man?
Right.
There are policies that are against you. This Bible got policies that are for you, man. There are policies that will make you live, and policies that will make your life a better life, man. If we found this Bible, COVID-19 wouldn't have happened. Because in Leviticus 11, it says you can't eat bats, man. This is what we need to be following. Not the government, not what your rapper says, not what your pastor says, not what your preacher says, but God, man. We done.
Kind of the one kind. For thou art my hope, O Lord God.
There you go. Thou, meaning God, you are my hope, man. You're the one that I believe in. You're the one that's gonna give us hope, give us freedom. That's what we got hope in. If you're a black man thinking, yo, because you know what? I'm gonna vote for Keir Starmer, you know, when he comes in power, things are gonna be different, man. You're a fool, man. You can't put your hope in on Keir Starmer. Let me tell you something about politics. You know, I was born in the 90s. I was born with John Major. John Major was Prime Minister. Then John Major was Tony Blair. Tony Blair was who else? David Cameron.
Yeah,
David Cameron, Theresa May, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak, now Keir Starmer. Do you know for all them prime ministers, every single one of them, black on black crime still exists? You know, for all them, that's like 7 prime ministers, drugs still in my neighborhood. Life didn't change for me. I'll be a fool thinking, yeah. See, the last 7 prime ministers didn't help, but the next one I got hope. You'll be a fool, man. You'll be a fool to think they can change your life, man. Let me tell you something. When Keir Starmer was prime minister right now, and drugs are being sold in my neighborhood, just like when John Major was in 10 Downing Street, man. Black people on the bottom, just like when Liz Truss was in 10 Downing Street, man. Black women were pushing a pram by themselves, man. Single parent homes was rampant in my community, just like when Margaret Thatcher was in power, man. Voting for them does nothing for black people. When you vote for a man called Yahweh Shai, listen, he promised you, man. The Bible goes, what? God shall wipe away all tears, man. Get me that Alban in Revelation, man. You want tears wiped away? This is a man that you should vote for. It's a black man who cares about black problems, man. Vote for some oppressor. You're a fool, man. That's what your hope is. You're a fool. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I just call it as I see it, man. You're a black man talking about, yeah, man, because elections coming up, you know. I'm voting for so and so, man. I don't want to hear it, man. You can't be so serious.
If I could,
go ahead.
I'm gonna say, like it's funny you mentioned all them politicians, like, and every few years the topic of like reparations and that comes around, and every time it comes around, no matter the politician, no matter the party, no matter what it is, reparations will never get paid to black people. Like there's never a politician that thinks to himself, well, maybe we should repair the damage. Maybe we should do something to help these people out. Like as you were saying, sir.
No, but you know who should vote? You know who should vote? Ukrainians? You know who should vote? Romanians? They should vote. Because the government loves them. They get a hotel and taxpayers' money, and food and credit. You see that video? You see the video? There's a refugee in a nice hotel in central London, man. And the white man was taking the piss. Like, so what's your thoughts on this hotel? He's like, it's no good, no good. Why is it no good, man? The Wi-Fi no good. Like, no Wi-Fi. And the breakfast, like, okay. So you come from a country where there's no Wi-Fi, no food. Right. You're worried about the Wi-Fi? Yeah, yes. Like, so why don't you go back, you know? You're being funny. Could you imagine that? Everything we worked for, man. My granddad paid £25 to take a boat to come to Jamaica to come here. We got nothing free. We don't moan about anything. It blows my, I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine living in a bomb zone where everyone's poor? And one day a white man says, come to my country where there's no bombs. And you go, okay. Not only there's no bombs, you got free hotel. Free hotel where people living in England can't afford to go to hotels in central London, and a phone and Wi-Fi and credit. They should vote. They're the people that should vote. No, it's lucky, brother. Well, sorry, just give the mic. Give the brother mic, please. Give the mic. Yeah, please.
That hotel, yeah, there's a story with the I think it's a burger place in London, a big burger place in London was running from that hotel, and the refugees were the staff. And they was using them to do Deliveroo, Uber Eats, everything. And the refugees are in the hotel living and running for the burger place.
They even getting jobs as well. Yeah, that's right. Them people should vote. England loves them. I can see why they will vote. I can see why. I can't see why you vote, black man. You could be. My grandma that pays his own hard money, sold land. My grandma told me sold land, came here, then worked. There's no grants for him. Then worked till the day he died, man. No hope for him. It's a horrible life. To be an oppressor, I'll be a Romanian or something. Amazing. Imagine you sneak in on the back of a lorry, so you're already a criminal. You should get deported as it is. You should get deported. But no, you know, according to some contracts England have, they can't send you back alive. You gotta stay here and you live a good, amazing life, man. That man should vote. Read that, Rahman, if you could.
Can't, sir. The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Read that part again.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Read that, black man. God is going to wipe away your tears, man. Don't look to no person to wipe away your tears. Don't look for the police to wipe away your tears. Don't look for the government to wipe away your tears. Don't look for some prime minister to wipe away your tears, man. Don't look for some prime minister to stop black on black violence. Don't look for some prime minister to stop post-Cold Wars, man. Don't look for some prime minister to stop the terrible life you're living. It's not going to happen. If it would have happened, it would have happened in the 60s, man. Margaret Thatcher would have done it. You know what I mean? Keir Starmer, what's his name? Rishi Sunak would have done it, man. You know what's crazy? Rishi Sunak, all these prime ministers come in power, and they talk about white people's problems. They're so far down on the totem pole. Don't even think about us. They don't talk about no crime. Talk about, see, I'm gonna reduce inflation, and I'm gonna reduce childcare. Not one of them talk about black problems, man. That's how far down you are. Like, you go into a house, you don't worry about the dog. You don't worry about the goldfish. That's what black people are in England. We're the goldfish, man. We're the furniture. We're the furniture that we come with the country. But you don't make rules to accompany the furniture. You make rules to help the people. And that's what they do, man. Black people are killing each other like crazy, and no one thinks, well, stop this, man. Black people are hungry like crazy. No one thinks to stop this, man. They're worried about inflation.
and the tax rate, and you know, pension and things that don't even involve us, man. So lucky. But anything else you want to bring in there?
Nah, sir.
No question, no sweat. We'll get the brother's question. Give me Genesis 3:1 in the Bible. Genesis 3:1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Right. When you read Genesis, the Bible goes, what? The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. But Christians read this and think, oh my God, it was a snake that was. You ever heard that saying? Like a low down snake. They say a snake beguiled Eve, a snake tricked Eve, a snake that spoke to a woman. We're going to show you that the snake was actually a man. It wasn't a literal snake. The Bible goes, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Read that again.
Count of one kind. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Right. So that's it. The Bible goes, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. If you could get me, however you are, get me Ezekiel 34. Ezekiel 34. Bear with me a second. And bear with me. 34 and 5. Don't read it yet. Right, yeah. Ezekiel 34 and 5. Read it nice and loud.
Come on, sir. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat.
Right.
For all
so the Lord. So the Bible talking about blacks, whites, and Indians. So we got a shepherd. We got no leader. That's why we scattered. Why? Because some man's following this religion, some man's following that religion, some man's following this philosophy, some man's following that philosophy, and that's why we scattered. Come on.
Come on, come. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
And we became meat to all the beasts of the field. So all the beasts of the field devoured us, ate us. Skip down to verse 28. So right now we're meat for the beasts of the field. Come on.
Verse 28. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen.
So the Bible goes, in the future, we're no more going to be a prey to the heathen. What's that saying about the beasts of the field? Meat for the beasts of the field, prey to the heathen. Prey is someone's meat. The Bible says the day is coming when we know more going to be a prey to the heathen. What's that saying about the beasts of the field? The beasts of the field are what? The heathen? That's what they are. In one line, it calls them what? The beasts of the field. In another line, it calls them the heathen. The heathen are referred to as the beasts of the field in the Bible. Read that part again, Alban.
Come on. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen.
Keep going.
Neither shall the beast of the land devour them.
There you go. Calling the heathen the beast of the land. No more are they going to devour us. The Most High refers to us as a sheep, and beasts eat sheep. I mean, what does it mean by the nations eat us? The heathens eat us? Anyone want to give an example? The nations, who puts up shops in our neighborhoods and makes money off it? The Asians, the Chinese, these people. You know, imagine your black people are number one in alcoholism and drugs and everything. You know what these nations do? Come to our neighborhoods and open up a 24-hour shop, man. Who's up at 12 o'clock in the morning? Drug users, man. Do you think they care? No, as long as they get that money. They're the ones that devour us, man. Black people rap and write amazing songs and original songs and bust their brain performing on stage and the whole nine. Who gets the money from it, man? The Jewish man. Right. Black man make like 10 cents off a record, man. They're the people that devour us. Floyd Mayweather boxing and training and sweating his ass off, and some rich white promoter makes all the money, man. These nations devour us. We build their country. Meanwhile, do we get any benefits? No, we work hard for us. The Romanians get our benefits. We cut cane for Romanians. We pick tobacco for Romanians and Turks and Kurds and Malis and white people that don't want to work. These nations eat us up. We put the hard work in and they eat us. They devour us, man. That's what the Bible talks about. The heathen are the beasts of the field. They eat us up, man. Go back to where you were in Genesis. 3:1.
Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Right, so now you know what the serpent is. He's saying that there was one race of people that was more subtle than all the other nations on the earth, man. Who's that nation? What nation is more subtle than all the other nations, man? The time said, I'll help you out. It's called the white man.
That's right.
It's called more subtle than any of this man will come to your country, man. I'll come in peace, man. I'll come in peace and give you smallpox blankets, man. You show me when the Chinese done that. Nations fight, a nation will fight and conquer each other. That happens, man. But there's no man more subtle than him, man. Back in the day, nations used to fight with sword and spear. Remember, this man came with smallpox. I've never seen it in my life. Who even thinks like that? I can't fight them, that's what I do. I'm giving disease, man. Have man bleeding from their mouth and that. You say, you're not like this. There's a oppressor something else, man. Subtle, man. The oppressor made something called guns and nuclear warfare. Back in the day, it was the strongest man win. You're a warrior, I'm a warrior. You got swordmen, I got swordsmen. Let's see who fights, man. Let's see who wins. This man can blow up a whole village, man, with a drone and a remote control. I wipe out millions, man. Ain't no one more subtle than him, man. Ain't no one telling your woman, listen, man, I bought your baby, man. I bought your baby. Listen, man, you can't maintain that baby. You're gonna lose your shape. You got college to go to. And who knows the man will leave you, man. That's subtle, man. How black women destroyed and killing their babies, but having killing sons of God, man. No one's more subtle than him, man. No man will say, listen, you got oil. I said, give it to me for cheap. Oh, listen, I won't buy it then. I won't buy it then. And nations are forced to sell him the oil because expensive as the oil is and precious as it is, without the right machinery, it's worthless. And he goes, well, you can keep it, sell it if you want. And it robs nations blind, rob people blind. He's the most subtle beast on the face of the earth. What up? Come again? Oh, yeah. You can't even buy oil by pound. You can't say, I want to buy oil with a pound. No. You got to convert it to dollars, then you can buy it, man. You ever see the mafia movies? When they go, listen, you're buying Coke. You got to buy your Coke from me. Guess who else is that? Guess who else? England, America. You're thinking the mafia's in the movie, and the mafia's in this disgusting place, and they're criminals. Your government is criminals, man.
That's
Your
right.
government is criminals. They have what's called the world stock market. When you want to buy oranges, you got to buy it from me. You can't buy it. You can't buy it. Why do you think England was in a gas crisis? Because England was forced to buy their gas from Russia. So when Russia's saying, yo, you might want to take side with Ukraine, I'm upping my price. Now you will think, well, why don't England buy it from Saudi Arabia? They got gas. They're not allowed to, man. That's the white man. He's a gangster. They got contracts where you must buy it from me. You can't buy it from nobody else. I've seen it in mafia movies. You must buy your Gucci from me. You can buy it from this. You seen Top Boy? When they had to buy their crap for the Turks. Had to. You're like, but this one got a smaller price? No, they buy it from me. That is your government. They are gangsters, man. I know you see Keir Starmer with his nice suit and tie. You see Trump with his nice suit and tie. You think, wow, these are, upstanding men that speak good English. They are gangsters, man. Read that again, Baba Kishar.
Kind. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
So amongst all the nations, there's one nation that's more subtle, man. And I see him every day. I see him, man. Who told black people that Christ was white, man? Who told black people that the angels were white, man? At night time, sometimes I can't sleep in it, so I think through TikTok. And I saw something the other day, it made me laugh. This is a fact here, fact. It's not to make it up. White men in the 1700s will put in history books that the Neanderthal man is a caveman and he grunts and he's dumb and lives in a cave and he eats nits and so forth. Later on in the 19th century, they found out that all white people have 3% Neanderthal DNA and that black people don't. All of a sudden, textbook changed. And they said, well, the cavemen weren't so dumb, They actually were smart. They could catch things and make fire. That's the man we're dealing with. You're a black man trying to make ends meet, trying to survive. When you're dealing with a beast like this, man, this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're up against. Black man, you have no idea what you're up against, man. You're a black man just trying to find the truth and just raise your kids right. You are up against a man that is subtle. Someone make sure that your father's on crack, man. Someone make sure that he was oppressed and down and had to go to alcohol, had to go to weed. Why? So when he goes to weed, you got no dad in the house, saying you go hit your kids, and it goes on and on and on. You're thinking, I live a bad life. Someone make sure you live a bad life. The powers on high to make sure that your mom was in your life. Someone on top to make sure that your parents are out working 4 or 5 jobs so they can't see you, man. So you go to the streets, so you end up in jail, and you fund their system. It's all by design. By who? This subtle man right here, man. Read that again.
Kind. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Come on.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden?
Come on, man. This is a oppressor, man. This is a oppressor. Listen to him. The Lord's giving you signs of how this subtle beast is, how this nation is. So the God said you can't eat from this. Sound like somebody I know, man. Sound like somebody I know. But hold on, you're born and raised a Christian, so you don't believe in homosexuality. Listen, that's an old book, man. Listen, man. Go on, brother. In the garden. Yeah, no, sir, man. Yeah, in Ezekiel, we get that as well, man. So, you know what I mean? The brother said, like, when it talks about the nations in the garden, trees in the garden, Adam was surrounded by loads of trees. Talking about other nations, loads of nations in the garden. Some of them referred to as the beasts. Sometimes they refer to the trees. In this concept, talk about the beasts, meaning other nations. Like, yeah. Oh, no. There you go. Eve, what happened was Eve, Christians say, Eve ate an apple. Do you know why they think it's an apple? Because before there was such thing called TVs, there was art. Art was how you got the concept of God. Art was how you, for instance, before there was TVs, Hitler hated Jewish people. And what did Hitler do to demonize Jewish people? Make pictures of a Jewish man with a bag of money, looking like a thief, with a big nose. And the kids would grow up thinking, whoa, Jewish people are thieves? Jewish people got big noses? In the Renaissance, the white man went out there, painted pictures of God being white, angels being white. So now we feel like, okay, angels are white. One picture that he drew was Adam and Eve naked and a serpent next to them, and they were eating an apple. Over time, people just assume apple. You speak to a Christian, they tell you, because when Adam ate the apple, he won't even say fruit. In his mind, he's been indoctrinated so much in his mind, he sees apple, even though it's not there in the text. That's how powerful pictures are. Read that part again with Alban.
Concept. If I could also, something I learned recently that historically, like white people used to call every fruit, like the generic term for the word fruit was apple. So like a lot of fruits they name today, even like pineapple, that comes from the oppressor, because he used to basically call every damn fruit an apple. So that's why when he reads fruit in the Bible, he translates it to apple.
There you go, man. And in also the Renaissance as well, you're right. Because they see everything as apple, they drew an apple. Over time, man, just thought, oh, apple. They even call this here, I can't call it thorax, something. What's it called? Thorax, what? It's called a thorax, something, and they refer to it as your Adam's apple. And they got it because why? According to Christianity or Christian doctrine, a piece of apple, not fruit, got stuck in Adam's throat, and then somehow all of his kids got Adam's apple. That's like me having a hernia, and all my kids got hernia. Rabbi, if you could, get me the myth of Adam's apple. You should let you know.
Because
they just see apple. When they read apple, they see apple. It's not even there. They just see it.
See.
Let me get the real name for it.
It says thyroid. I think it's hold on. Thyroid. Let me see. My screen.
Thyroid something.
Yeah, it says thyroid cartilage right here. Hold on.
There you go. Thyroid. It's called the loads of words for it. Thyroid cartilage, also known as a laryngeal prominence, and that's what it is, man. Get me the myth of the Adam's apple.
Concept. It says
why is it called Adam's apple? You got one. Is it called?
Oh, concept. Hold on. Why is it called?
Oh, you got it. Slack, my bad.
Concept. No sweat. It says the name Adam's apple refers to the prominent bulge of the thyroid cartilage in the neck, particularly noticeable in males. The name is rooted in the biblical story of Adam and Eve, where a piece of the forbidden fruit, often depicted as an apple, is said to have become lodged in Adam's throat.
There you go. And apple ain't in the text, but they believe it is there because of all the paintings, to the point that they even call it Adam's apple. It's not even there. It's like a warrior. They deteriorate after a while. Oh no, it's Christian dogma. Christians are crazy, but sadly, people believe it and don't believe us. So as mad as it is, people believe them and not us. That's mad. Where we at? This is what 3 and
3 and 1. Well, 3 and
Go on, read that again.
God. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
There you go. And if the serpent, man, came to who? The man. Nah, it came to the woman, man. Just like the oppressor, man. Just like the oppressor, man. Why you don't send your woman to the garage, man? Everyone knows, yo, she'll buy something she shouldn't buy. He came to the woman and said, yo, just like we come to the woman and says, yo, bought that baby, man. You can't have that. You sure you can manage? You know, you're not ready. You're not ready yet, man. Came to the woman. Why? Because he knew she was the weakest link, man. The weaker link, sorry. The weaker vessel. He said, listen, the God said you can't do this. You can do it, man. What's that? You don't believe in same-sex marriage? Oh, it's like that old book right there. That was old, man. Book written in what, 16 what? Come on, man. That's crazy. You can't choose who you fall in love with. When you see somebody get them butterflies in your stomach, I know she got a man, but it don't matter, man. It's love. That's the same thing he was coming with back then. Come on.
If I could, sir, real quick. Another thing they say to our women is like, oh, well, who said you can't do what a man can do? Like a man can have multiple partners. Why can't you have multiple partners? Like that's the something.
Bravo, forget about it. How can I forget that one, man? He can't tell you what to do. See, Eve is Adam's equal. Eve was taken from Adam's rib, you see. She from his side. She went from his foot. Heard that one as well. Taken from his side so that they're side-by-side partners. And who's a man to tell you that you should have kids? You want to be free? Go out there, why should you stay up in the kitchen? You want to make money too. All these things to tell a woman, and a woman go, yeah, you're right, You're right, man. We push all these tunes about independent this and independent that. Our oppressor does it, man. That's crazy. Every time I hear about, you ever watch like podcasts and whatnot, a woman talk about how oppressed they are. I'm like, what world are you living in, man? Women are oppressed. What the government give women free money for pushing out children? Anything they want, man. They get free childcare and this, that. More than men. Women have it hard, don't get it wrong. I'm like, what world are they oppressing, man? The other day, the police woman was dressed up in spandex and running down the street. You heard about it? They dressed in spandex and running down the street. Any man that wolf at them, they was locking them up, man. Woman up. And man, you can't even see a woman go, yo. Remember that? We can't even go, psst, psst, no more, man. Then they're done. We have to sit down. We have to look at let's wear sunglasses now. Women are protected by this oppressor, but every love song is saying, babe, I'm sorry, babe, this, babe, take me back. What are you seeing, man? The oppressor puts the woman against the man. The same thing you done right here in the scriptures, man. This is the same oppressor we're dealing with. I don't know where women are oppressed. This oppressor loves to play women. He don't love women. He uses them. Our black women think that the oppressor loves them, and he's looking out for he don't, man. He's robbing you, man. He's playing you against you, man. Come on.
Kind of one kind. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Thou shalt not eat it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Go. Now, when you read about the fruit, it's not talking about literal fruit, man. It's talking about knowledge. Those things that Eve could learn and things that Eve could not learn. Just like today, black man, you can learn about the Passover, you can't learn about no Eid, man. You can learn about Day of Atonement, you can't learn about Christmas, man. The other nations were doing certain stuff. The other nations are considered trees at the garden, and you couldn't learn their heritage. You couldn't learn their customs. That's what you could not do. When it says fruit, it's talking about, to this day, do this to have the GCSE bite-sized book.
Okay.
They call it bite-sized because information is something that you digest, something that you eat. I think the GCSE bite-sized is like a piranha. A picture of piranha as eating information. To this day, they still use that term to eat information. And certain information we are not to learn, man. We are not supposed to learn. We're not supposed to learn about homosexuality. We're not supposed to learn about same-sex marriage. We're not supposed to learn about Egyptology. God wanted us to know about our culture only. That's why we was naked. When it refers to be naked, it's like, it was naked. We didn't know about all the other nations. And then when we found out about them, we realized, raw, I'm naked. I'm missing out on this. I'm missing out on that. I'm missing out on, all that. That's what it feels like cocaine. That's what it means by we were naked. But I'll get that another time. Keep it in.
Kind of one kind. But of the fruit, it's like I already read that part. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
That's what he said. You shall not surely die, man. He said to our people all the time, man, I can't take drugs, man. Listen, take drugs, man. Go explore your mind, man. Listen, you're not going to go to jail, man. Look, you're not going to die, man. You're not going to end up on child support, man. You're not God. That's an old book, man. Let me tell you something. Listen, people been living how they want. Go explore yourself. Go explore, have fun. Do what you gotta do, man. Do as you will. That's the thing to teach our people, man. Our woman believed it, man. Woman believed it, and this serpent was the white man. He was the white man. According to the Bible, he was the white man. At this time, he wasn't called Esau. Esau wasn't born yet. But the same spirits that was in the beginning are here today. And at this time, before Esau was born, this was that same serpent, man. Then later on, that serpent was born to a man called Cain. And then Cain had children. And then at time on regeneration, a man called Esau was born. And his nation is in the same spirit, man. Get me that in Revelations real quick. Give me that same old serpent, if you could, Hakian. Let me get it for you.
Yeah, come on. What chapter and verse is the other one?
You want Revelations, and you want let me get it. Bear with me. Where is it now? Top of my head. Revelations 12, start about 1.
Revelation 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Right, so you're talking about Israel. For time's sake, I'll break down quick. There appeared a great. John seen a vision here, and he seen Israel. Israel, he knows Israel. Why? Because there's 12 stars upon her head, and she's clothed with the sun and the moon. Sun and the moon is what? Light that shines in darkness. We that light that shines in darkness. All the other nations eat what they want, get plagues, get diseases. We don't get that. Why? We got the wisdom. We don't get plagues. Why? Because we don't have sex with men. We don't get COVID-19. Why? Because we got the wisdom not to eat bats. We're the ones with the wisdom. That's why it's we're clothed with the sun and the moon. Sun and the moon is things that shine in darkness. When you're in darkness, you don't know what to eat, you don't know what to serve, what to worship. We do. You read the Bible, the Philistines had hemorrhoids, man, and plagues bursting out, man. We never. We're cool, man. We knew after sex, I'm gonna have a wash, man. After a dead body, I'm gonna have a wash. All these nations got germs all over them, and they don't know what's a plague breaking out. They don't know what to do, like England. England had the British plague breaking out. They didn't know what to do. They had to put leather on and they put vinegar on himself. Had poses, not poses, bring me roses. A pose is like a perfume. Because they thought if I breathe this nice perfume, it would kill the bad germs around. That wouldn't happen if we was ruling, man. We knew about washing, man. We knew about medicine, man. Why? Because we get that light that shines in darkness. We're clothed with the sun and the moon. Come on.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered.
All right. So talk about the same woman, Israel, is in pain, waiting to be delivered, man. The same woman, Israel, we're in pain. We're getting killed by the police, black on black crime. You know, kids are getting gunned down in our neighborhood. You know how a woman is in pain when she's giving birth? When the baby comes out, it's like, oh man, look at the baby, man. How much do you weigh, man? Everything's nice. That's what we're going through right now. We're going through pain right now. But when that baby's delivered, when Christ comes back, you're gonna be laughing, man. You're gonna be free again. That's the pain we're going through. Come on.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
Right, if time's sake, talk about Edom. You know it's Edom, why? Because it calls him the red dragon. They had 10 horns upon his head, talking about what the European powers, man. In another class, I can break the whole history down. So the 10 heads and the 7 crowns, talking about the European powers that Esau possessed when he first came out of the Roman Empire, man. That's what it's referring to. Come on.
And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth.
There you go. Now, who's the stars of heaven? You just read it. A woman clothed with the 12 stars of heaven. 12 stars. So who's the star? Yeah, Israel. So who's the stars that this dragon cast down to the earth?
Israel.
Israel, man. The Bible goes, his tail drew a 3rd part of the stars and cast them to the earth, man. Cast us to the earth with his drugs, man. Cast us to the earth with his police killing our kids, his slavery, put us in slave ships. You know what I mean? Deporting us, keeping us in his ghettos, man. Cast us from living good right onto the ground, man. To begging for change, being drug addicts, to living in council estates. It's lucky, brother. When it comes to numbers in the Bible, they're not accurate. This means a good amount of us to the ground. Keep reading.
And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Imagine that.
And she brought forth a man.
1 second. So your house for that child ready to be born. The spirit of Christ is the spirit ready to be born, and the dragon's waiting there, man. Waiting for the baby to be born so he can devour it, man. You know what? The dragon is trying to stop the truth from coming out. He's trying to flag our channels, man. He's trying to, edit books. And so the Bible don't mean that, man. And try to edit the new Bibles and say, oh, the black don't mean that. When it means I'm black upon me, don't mean that. Trying to stop the truth from coming out, man. Trying to lock you up for speaking, man. Trying to, put his doctrines out there to make a woman go against you, to stop the speaking from coming out, stop the truth from coming out. That's the dragon right there. Trying to stop the spirit of Christ from coming out, man. Skip me down to verse 9.
Qur'an Khan. And the great dragon was cast out.
Wait. So it goes, that great dragon was cast out. Who is that great dragon according to what we just read? The oppressor, man. The oppressor that rules today, calls him the dragon. Why? Why is it called the dragon? Anyone know?
Because he breathed fire down and burn up the nations.
There you go, man. A dragon flies in the air and burns up people on the ground. And the oppressor made certain called planes, man, where he flies in the air and drops bombs on people on the ground. When John saw this, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't explain it. He says, it's flying, breathing fire. Is the best way I can describe it as a dragon. You got a dragon in the Bible, man. And it's mad, it's spiritual. Because what the first plane that dropped bombs is called the what, man? Spitfire, man. Even they know what they call it, the Spitfire. Not the bomb dropper. They call it Spitfire. In World War II, what the front of the plane, they'll paint it on the faces, man. With dragon faces, that's spiritual, man. Don't tell me the Bible's false. You can't find this in no Quran. You can't find this in no Kevin in the gas, man. John, so imagine having a vision. Imagine daydreaming one day, and you're seeing everything, the bombs, the booms, the bang, and it's a vision, and you're writing it down. And when you come from, you never seen a plane before, you say, a dragon, man. That's what we're reading here, man. Real prophets, man. Real prophecies, man. You can't find this in no Quran, man. Ask the man, show me a prophecy in the Quran. You know what man said to me? The Quran said in the future, there'll be tall buildings. Is that a prophecy? Ain't the pyramid a tall building?
God.
And the pyramid was out before. The pyramid was around before Muhammad. The man made that like, tall building existed before Muhammad. God. So what's the Tower of Babel was before Muhammad. The Sphinx, there's many tall buildings way before Muhammad. The man said there's tall buildings. Wow, that's crazy. Been tall buildings, man. This right here is a prophecy, man. Black on black crime is a prophecy. Slavery is a prophecy. World War III is a prophecy. Bombs getting dropped is a prophecy, man. And the Bible said this great red dragon, this great man, this military might. Come on.
The old serpent called the devil.
Oh, the Bible said that same red dragon, that same white man today is also that old serpent. What old serpent, man? What old serpent? The same serpent in Genesis, man. The Bible calls the white man that drops bombs on people that old serpent, meaning what? It was him there in the garden, man. Was it Esau himself? Esau wasn't around back then. Esau didn't exist back then. That same spirit was around back then, man. Guess what? We was around back then also. Anyone know what was called back then?
Adamites. Adamite. Is that the one? Adamites.
Not Adam. We call the sons of God. When you read Genesis, so the sons of God had sex with the daughters of men. That was us, man. We weren't called Yasha Allah. Why? Because Yasha Allah wasn't born yet. We call the sons of God, which is crazy because what? Yasha Allah means what? It means the same thing. He is prince of the power. He's the prince of God. You're the prince of God and you're his son, man. It means the exact same thing. We was around back then and we were having sex with all the other nations, like same thing what we do today. And the Lord was pissed off with us because of that same thing. And back that person was saying that the Bible calls him what? That old serpent. Read that part again.
The old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Am I wrong for saying the oppressor the devil? The Bible called the devil. The Bible said the man that drops bombs on people is the great old serpent, and he's the devil, man. The Bible called the white man the devil right there in the Bible, man. How am I wrong? How am I racist, man? When the Bible calls him the devil, right there in the Bible, man, calls this man the devil, and say, why is he the devil? Because he deceiveth the whole world, man. Read on, we'll let you know.
Qur'an Khan, which deceiveth the whole world.
And who deceived the whole world? Did the serpent come down from heaven and deceive the whole world? Did the serpent come down and tell your grandparents that Christ is the white man? Did the serpent come down from heaven and tell the Chinese man that Christ is white? And the angels are white, and God is white, and the Sistine Chapel is a picture of Jesus and God and Adam Did the serpent come down and tell everybody it's okay for two men to marry? Did the serpent come down from heaven and say it's okay for two women to marry? And freedom of religion and the choice of who you love with? No, man. I know who did. That was an oppressor, man. Went to different countries, country after country after country, robbing and putting his poison in people, man. Putting his poison doctrine into people's countries, man. That's who did that. Read that part again.
And the great dragon cast out the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels cast out with him.
And that's the future of the suppressor, gonna be cast out, man. But okay, you got me speaking like a Londoner, you know. Sorry. You're gonna be cast out, Salakia. Cast out from heaven, man. Meaning what? Cast out from rulership. Right back there, living good. You see England and America, and they got money and finances and bombs and drones and the whole nine. The day's coming when the next time you're gonna see a white man is gonna be in a wax museum, man. Next time you're gonna see gonna be in the streets. Your kids are gonna say, "Yo, Dad, this is the man that read the textbooks. The guy with the Spitfire. How is he eating chicken foot, man? And eating bones? You told, according to this book, he was ruling. How's that possible, man? He's gonna be cast out. The next time you're gonna see them, they're gonna be in a wax museum. You know how you go to a wax museum and you see the mammoth? You go, mammoth. And you read the caption. Used to live 2,000 years ago. That's gonna be him. Used to reign in 10 Downing Street. You know, now rarely seen. You might see it in the caves. That's gonna be him, man. Drop that.
Right.
Let me get the last preset. Give me Ezekiel 30 and 8. 31 and 8.
31 and 8. I got that. Ezekiel. Which part it did, you know? Ezekiel. Oh yeah, I've got it. Was it 38 and what other one?
31 and 8.
38, 1 and 8, yeah?
No, 1 second.
Huh?
Right there.
Chapter 31, verse 8.
Start from 3.
So, Salakia, Ezekiel 38, verse 3.
Salakia.
Behold, the Assyrian was cedar. What? Salakia, the one?
Chapter 31.
Say something.
Yeah, it's chapter 31. I think it might be in chapter 38.
No, you got it. 31.
Yes, yeah. Did someone mute me? Did someone just mute me or I mute myself? Salakia. All right. Ezekiel 31, verse 3, yeah? Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches.
So the Bible talks about trees in the garden being around Adam and Eve. Now it goes what? The Assyrian is a cedar. A cedar is a type of tree. So the Bible refers nations to trees. It's calling the Lebanese a cedar. Sometimes it refers to nations as a palm tree. In this context, saying the cedar is like saying the Lebanon is like a cedar tree. And that's how the Bible refers. It's mad because even today, people use the same concept to talk about what? A family tree. Your nation, who you come from, your bloodline has a family tree. That's where it comes from this chapter here. Nations are referred to as trees. So when the Bible goes, Adam was amongst the trees in the garden, and they can't live from the other trees in the garden. We talk about the other nations, like Lebanon, that was also back there. Adam was not the only man on the face of the earth. Christianity makes it like, it don't make sense. So imagine the Lord made what? Birds in abundance, fish in abundance, animals in abundance in one man. It's made one man. You know how big the earth is? It made one man just to roam the earth by himself. How boring. Then the Lord saw him and go, oh, he's bored, I'm making one, you know. But before that, really, Adam was supposed to be alone. Have you ever walked like 2 miles before? Have you walked in the earth, man? I'm not on about Birmingham. I'm not on about Nottingham. I'm not on about England. I'm on about Europe and Africa and Asia and all these countries. Adam's job was to walk the earth. He was bored. Come on, man, it's ridiculous. Mankind was made, man. When it said the Lord made man, he made mankind. Then there was one man amongst mankind who the Lord gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to. Then later on, the Lord did it again. There was one man amongst mankind called Abraham, and the Lord gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to him. Then there was one nation amongst all other nations, and the Lord gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to them. That's how it works. Come on.
and with the shadowing shroud. And with the shadowing shroud, and of a high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs.
There you go. So it's talking about the cedar tree, which is Lebanon, and talking about how great his tree is, man. Thick boughs, thick branches, deep roots, and that's why Eve wanted to be like them, because it looked good, looked nice and big and strong, and that's why she wanted to be like them. Why did everyone want to celebrate Christmas? Why? Because it's amazing. You see it on TV, the Coca-Cola advert, trees, everyone at school doing it, and that's why you want to be like them. And that's why Eve was attracted to these other nations, man, because why? It was something to look upon. When you read it, it said what the fruit was fair to look upon, when it looked good. Keep reading.
The waters made him great. The deep set him apart, set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants.
So imagine a tree, and around it, there's rivers around him. You know, trees take the nutrients from waters. This tree got all the water it needs, everything to make it feel nice and big and strong. That was the other nations, big, strong. They had civilization, buildings, had their own religions. Those big out there. Just like today, you got the Eastern European religion, they got Krishna and their heritage, the Chinese got their heritage. And guess what? Has anything changed today? Black man wants to be a part of all of them, man. I got an uncle that's fascinated with Kung Fu, man. Fascinated with Chinese, man. Been in China more times than he's been in Jamaica, man. Why he's fascinated with these other trees. I got another cousin that loves India, loves them. He bridges Indian, he goes to India and talk shit about Jamaica, man. So when you go to Jamaica, you see, they just beg you to death. When you go to India, they give you money. It's fascinating with other trees. Black men love Ethiopia, man. Because Ethiopia, the motherland, is fascinating with all the other nations and hate our own. Eve was the exact same way. She saw these other nations strong, powerful, high in the air, good stature, their culture. People learn the language. People learn the language, but you don't be like them. We learn Arabic better than Arabs. Like, imagine this here, black people know Arabic better than Pakistanis. Pakistanis don't speak Arabic, they speak Urdu. We're not better than them. Why? Because we're just fascinated with their culture, and Eve was the exact same way. When you read the Bible got a flow, man. Same thing keeps happening over and over again, and we gotta break that cycle, man. We followed these other nations back then. We followed them in Egypt. We followed them in the time of David, and we follow them today. Come on.
And sent out her little rivers unto the trees of the field. Therefore, his height was exalted above the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long, became one of the multitude of waters when he shot forth.
Give me verse 8, please.
Quran Khan. And the cedars in the garden of God could not hide him.
Hold on. The cedars in the garden of God. Where do you find about the garden of God, man? Genesis, man. The garden of Eden. Those people in the garden of Eden, man. The Bible goes, what? Lebanon is like a cedar. Those people in the garden of God. They said all the other nations could not hide him. Talking about Adam, man. Come on.
The fir trees, chestnut trees were not like his branches.
All these other nations
were not like any
Adam.
tree.
All these other trees were not like Adam, man. We're gonna find out that these were people, these trees were people and not actual trees. Come on.
Nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty.
Read.
I have made him fair, but I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God.
Okay, slow down. Can a tree envy? I think it's far away from the device.
No, it don't have no mouth to envy and no heart to envy. Salakia.
You're talking about people, man. There was people back then and they envied this tree, man. Adam was surrounded by other nations. Adam wasn't one man walking the earth, man. It's him alone. Imagine Christianity says that Adam was made alone by himself. So Adam got a penis, sperm in there, was alone. What's the point in that? Then later on, the Lord goes, you know what? I'm gonna take a rib out of him and make him a woman. Now it's just him and his woman roaming the whole earth. That's ridiculous. There was people around there, man. There's people around there, and Adam was strong and mighty and keeping the laws and rocking and rolling, and all the other nations envied him, man. That happened in the garden of God. Adam was not alone. Adam was a man amongst loads of people. The Lord gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to. When it goes, Adam was raised out of the dust. I mean, Adam was low, man. He was like all the rest of his people. You know, the Lord made man. And what's man like before rules? If you don't give man rules, what's man like? Like cavemen, man. Eating what they want.
Unruly.
Eating, putting things in the mouth. Have you seen the Africans in sub-Saharan Africa? Just eating bush meat and eating it. They're not even cooking it, eating it with their teeth, ripping it. That was Adam, man. And the Lord showed him, don't eat no monkey, man. Eat the chicken. Don't drink the blood, man. Cook it, man. And that's how Adam became strong, had laws, statutes, commandments. What happened? Adam wanted to be like these Africans, man. He wanted to eat the bush meat, celebrate Christmas, put presents under the tree. Why? Because it was fun. And all the other nations were doing it. And they looked big and had big buildings and looked wonderful. And I didn't want to be, a regular black man. I want to be a part of these, man. I want to be an American citizen. I want to be a British citizen, man. I want to be amongst them. I want to follow Christmas and Easter. I want to do what everybody else does. And later on down the line, his kids did the same thing. We're doing the same thing. We don't want to celebrate Passover. That ain't no fun in that. I want to give Christmas and parcel all the type of things there. But that's the class. Clap it up. I'm handing over to Peace of Prophet. Alba, if you could, just say the announcement on you. If you don't, announce and the salute.
Come on, sir. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and a commanding General Yohana. Rules for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. You can give whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the memorial of the blowing of trumpets on the 21st of September. All Akim and Aquathians, remember to check the bulletin board in the hallway. And if anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. There's boots, shirts, headbands, and scarves. With that, I'm Madiam. Right. You men of Israel, I'm Madiam Shabbat. Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yad Yametah, Star, Mr. Sen, face the sisters. I sister Stan, I'm Madian. Ye men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Shema.
Yahweh Shema, Ayatah, Shema, Shai.
Yad Yametah, in class dismissed.
Go out, Akim. Go to class.